Hello, Sharks, and happy Friday the 27th. Boy, this has been an exciting first full week of school, and we are happy to update you with a video and some links for surveys and for food products. Sharks, tonight's football games have been rescheduled due to a very late notification from PVUSD's leadership late yesterday afternoon. Luckily, the County Public Health Office notified Monte Vista Christian and us so we could test and respond. All of our football players and student athletic trainers needed to get tested today because of a possible exposure. The vaccinated players and trainers were allowed to test and stay in school, while the unvaccinated had to test and return home. This is another good reason, Sharks, to get vaccinated. If you're exposed to someone who tested positive for COVID-19, you can still attend school if you're vaccinated. Consequently, all of our student athletes, trainers, coaches, and even staff did antigen testing today, and all came back negative. The unvaccinated students unfortunately had to return due to a scheduling error with the county response team, and they came back to do a second test, a PCR test, that I will get the results back from this weekend. However, as of now, we have rescheduled our JV and varsity football games against King City for this Monday night, August 30th. This great accommodation by King City does have a ripple effect. The annual back-to-school event scheduled for this Monday, August 30th, is now postponed, and we will have a late start option on Tuesday. If you are riding the vans, you can expect the same times for pickup. This may give you more time to complete homework, projects, do collaboration with peers, study for a test or quiz, or get some intense one-on-one help with one of your teachers. Great opportunity to take advantage and get ahead with your academics. As Mrs. Eagleson said today, do your homework. That's the best way to be successful at St. Francis. Staff coaching, or those of us who are supervising the varsity game, have the option to arrive a little bit later, but the rest of the employees will be here on time at 7:30 a.m. Please refer to the bell schedule shown here for your own records for what Tuesday will look like. Also, the back-to-school dance scheduled for this Saturday night also has to be postponed, because we wanted to make sure we fulfilled all of the testing requirements and kept everybody's safety at hand. Please look for your ASB updates to let you know when the back-to-school dance and events will be rescheduled. Sharks, here is your school calendar for this second week of school. Monday, August 30th, period 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's a gray Sharkware day. All fall athletes and all unvaccinated employees will be COVID-19 surveillance tested. There's optional testing for parents, and you'll see that in the survey, as well as optional vaccines available for students, parents, and employees. Again, that's in the survey that is attached with this video update. Monday night, JV football plays at King City at 5 p.m. Varsity football will play at 7:30 p.m. There is no bus ride down, so Shark football players, cheerleaders, and athletic trainers will need to work together on carpools to get everybody safely there on time for all of their games. Tuesday, August 31st, periods 5, 6, and 7. Tutorial will start formally at 9:20 a.m., but again, vans and teachers will be arriving by 7:30 a.m. Block 5, the first full class of the day, will begin at 10 a.m. It is a great Sharkware day. And then in the afternoon, we have women's tennis at San Lorenzo Valley High School at 3:30 p.m. and women's volleyball at North Salinas High School, JV at 5 p.m. and varsity at 6:30 p.m. Go out and support your Sharks. All three of those teams are phenomenal, so get out and see them and keep cheering our Sharks on. Wednesday, September 1st, Cafecito with me will have a virtual meeting with the president and principal, as well as bingo manager, Mr. Nick Guerrero, on Zoom. Attached with this video and in this email is the link for that 8 a.m. virtual meeting. All are welcome. And you want you to know, Sharks, once this whole pandemic thing has gone away, we'll get back to doing our live meetings. But until then, at least we get a chance to meet, whether you're at work or at home, and have good conversations about what's going on in school and what the future holds for us. Wednesday, September 1st will also be virtual teacher office hour day for all students, and we will have all of our math teachers here live that day, so students can get intensive one-on-one help with their math teacher or any math teacher available, so that, again, they can stay ahead of the game and do well in their math class. We want to continue to build confidence, and one of the things I've known for years with math And with language and with science is you need to practice every single day. So take advantage of this live session where the campus will be a little quieter and you can get great one-on-one help. Wednesday, September 1st, we also have women's varsity volleyball at Kirby School, 6:15 p.m. And we will have our next Burgundy and Gray kickoff meeting at 6:30 p.m. here live on campus. Please join us. It's a great way to meet friends, build community, and be a part of the one single fully sponsored Parent Association event of the school year. So join us, Burgundy and Gray, 6:30 p.m. We need all of you to participate, and we need all of you to help make this event another successful and amazing event. Thursday, September 2nd, period 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yes, Sharks, you heard correctly. We will have 5 academic class periods that day, and if you're in 0 period, you'll have your 0 period in the morning. It is a gray Sharkware day. At the end of that day, we have women's tennis at Monte Vista Christian, 3:30 p.m. Please join us. JD women's volleyball at Marina High School, 5 p.m. and varsity women's volleyball at Marina High School, 6:30 p.m. And finally, Friday, September 3rd, periods 0, 6, 7, and C, tutorial will be at the same time. We will have our collaboration be the wonderful live Grandparents and Grand Friends Day Mask. If your grandparents have not RSVP'd to Mrs. Lena Silva, please do that for them this weekend. We want to get a good head count so we have enough chairs, enough food, swag, and the picture setup will be good to go for us. So please make sure you or your grandparents RSVP to Mrs. Lena Silva by this weekend. Friday will be an early dismissal day. If you take the van, please communicate with your student's driver for the approximate return times. And again, because of our uniforms challenges, it will be a gray Sharkware day. Sharks, if you do have your burgundy dress sweater or your Letterman jacket, we encourage you to wear that, but at this time it won't be a requirement. Saturday, September 4th, we have JV football versus Watsonville High School at Cabrillo College, 5 p.m., and varsity football versus Watsonville High School at Cabrillo College at 7:30 p.m. Again, come support all of your fellow Sharks and as many events as you can. Sharks, this Sunday, the 29th, we will celebrate the memorial of the Passion of St. John the Baptist. Hey, we already celebrated his earthly birthday on June 24th, but now we get to honor the anniversary of his martyrdom. This Sunday's gospel relates the circumstances of his execution. Besides Mary and Christ, St. John the Baptist is the only other individual whose birth and death we celebrate. Remember, Sharks, through St. John the Baptist's birth, preaching, and baptizing, he bore witness to the coming birth, preaching, and baptism of Christ. And by his own suffering, he showed that Christ also would suffer. Such was the quality and strength of this saintly man. He is a great role model for all of us. He preached the freedom of heavenly peace, yet was thrown into irons by ungodly men. He was locked away in the darkness of prison, though he came bearing witness to the light of life, and deserved to be called a bright and shining lamp by the light itself, our own Lord Jesus Christ. Sharks, along with this video, we are including the late start schedule for Tuesday, August 31st, and a critically important survey for all St. Francis High School families and employees to fill out. All of the information collected is confidential and will help protect our Sharks community, as well as allow us to support local contact tracing if, God forbid, we have a positive case on our campus. So please, Sharks, complete it before this Sunday night. The information that I collect from this survey will help us be prepared for the surveillance testing that we can offer for our parents, that all of our fall athletes will have to participate in this Monday, and for all unvaccinated employees that they have to participate in as well. It also is the one opportunity that we have this year where vaccines will be available on campus this Monday, August 30th. So please complete that survey by 6 p.m. Sunday night, which is why we're sending the video out earlier this time, as well as the survey, so that you have this weekend to fill it out. It asks specific questions about each of your students here, family members who may volunteer on campus, who we need to make sure that they have either vaccines or contact tracing information for us. And again, a chance that we will start being able to do all of our weekly testing for all fall athletes and all unvaccinated employees that we have to fulfill for the state of California. Along with that, Sharks, as we're talking about COVID-19 protocols, we'd like to remind all of you to not send your student to school if they have any one or more of these symptoms: fever or chills, cough, shortness of breath, difficulty breathing, fatigue, muscle or body aches, headache, a brand new loss of taste or smell, sore throat, congestion or runny nose, nausea or vomiting, and finish off with diarrhea. If your student has any one or more of those symptoms, please keep him or her home. To be honest with you, Sharks, pre-COVID, I would come to work sick, or I would send my 2 sons to school sick, but not anymore. This Delta variant is too dangerous. You may ask how I know this. Well, to be honest with you, my family and I all caught COVID last Thanksgiving. And with my type 1 diabetes, I was sick for 5 weeks. The rest of my family for a couple of weeks and responded well, but I was severely sick for 5 weeks and barely avoided going into the ICU. And honestly, Sharks, I don't wish that experience on anyone. So remember, if you or your student have any one or more of these symptoms, stay home. It's for you, yes, but also to be respectful and cherish the life of all those around us. Just like wearing a mask. We have to wear our masks properly while we are indoors all the time. Again, it doesn't protect you from getting something. It protects you from giving whatever you have to everybody else. I'm finally glad to say, Shark, that this year we are now officially ready to show off our partnership with Gatorade to provide healthy protein shakes and bars to our students and athletes. Items will be available for students after zero-period strength class, after PE classes, after school, and after football practice. The cost for each item is $2 and can be pre-purchased through the form that you will have attached when we send this video out. Parents may purchase as many items as they wish at a time so that students can receive their protein items at their discretion. All proceeds support the St. Francis High School sports medicine and athletics programs. Uniform update, Sharks? Well, I'm posting right now in this video the latest message from Mary Mart. It's not good news for our uniforms. As of now, we will remain in gray Sharkware days until further notice, including mass days. But again, don't forget, September 3rd, Grandparents' Day. If you have your cute burgundy sweater, your cute Letterman jacket, wear that so you can take great photos with your grandparents or grandfriends. And now, Sharks, this week's shout-outs for supporting our great school. Thank you to all of these generous donors. Remember, Sharks, if a local business donates to the school, we really want you to support them and support them as best we can. So, thank you to Granite Rock, JC and Maricela Andrade, Mount Hermon Adventures, that sounds fun, Martin Lestowski, Mr. and Mrs. Sutherland, Sarah Godley and Andrew Gottlieb, Bishop Lusink Insurance Agency, Bonnie and David Lawson, Mr. and Mrs. Guerrero, Dobler and Sons, Jeff Kane Insurance Solutions, Jennifer and Michael Ridgway, Maria and Michael Doherty, Melissa and Doug Remick, Mr. and Mrs. Renz, Mr. and Mrs. Aldrich, our good friend Bill Cross. We love our coach Ronald Eichhorn. Thank you for supporting the school. Mrs. Joyce Kalich, Pajaro Valley Insurance Agencies, Rosalia and Carlos Madrigal, Salinas Valley Foot and Ankle, another family-friendly place for us, so please support them. Sombrero Packaging, and of course our good friends at Santa Cruz County Bank. Sharks, as you see posted everywhere on campus and everything that we do, this year's school theme is a matter of the heart. In Espanol, it is un asunto del corazón. Everything we do is based on a matter of the heart. For me, this is the safest and most supportive campus in California. I don't know of any other school that can honestly boast that they've never had a fight on campus. But that's what we have at St. Francis, a loving, caring environment. However, if your student ever feels lonely or sad or picked on or whatever, please let us know. We can't help him or her and address their concerns unless we know. Our team of professional educators honestly love all of our students as if they were their own children. In fact, they even love my son. That is why we sometimes have to discipline all of our students, or some of our students, or one of our students, and hold them accountable for their words, their actions, or lack of work done for school. Remember, Sharks, do your homework. We do all of these things because we care. Sharks, this is it for this week's update. We are the Sharks. We're stronger together, and together matters. God bless. Go Sharks.